I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is really weird.
Here's a guy who wears a mask. He does a show. He does a show. He does a show. Everybody's hiding.
Yes. And then he went back, but it sounds like they already had kids. Unbelievable. What is happening?
From my, I was hearing about it on the podcast.
Yeah, so you guys all know his
stopped
side.
I got a different.
That's why I asked what is happening.
We got like two.
Oh, play it! He's back on. He's watching.
I'm already listening. There's no story here. There's literally no story here.
Watching us play it.
Reality, like my husband likes to do. So anyway, we did.
Kevin is jerking off.
Right. I didn't even know I was there.
All right. What do you want? We didn't know your wife was an escort. What's happening? Why don't you have a thing on your wife? How do you not have control of your wife if she's an escort? What happened? Is it because you have little nubs for teeth? Hey, hold on. Why are you not connected to the phone? Hold on. I'm going to get you on. Oh, this is embarrassing. It's not working. Hold on. Call back. The corner while his wife talks about how a guy took... Wait, hold on. What happened? Oh, I had the phone connected all show, and then all of a sudden, when I call him, or he called me, let's call him back. Oh, Mama Lucian. There we go. Coward.
Yeah.
Pick up, you coward.
I missed it. What? He said Kevin likes to eat ass. Now we know what was on his teeth.
Is that why your teeth are so brown? Because you eat ass?
What?
Is that why your teeth are so brown? Because you love to eat ass?
Maybe.
Why didn't you tell us your wife was a prostitute? You always talk about my wife being a prostitute. We both married prostitutes. That's fantastic. We have so much in common.
First of all, that was while we were separated. All this, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your marriage status was.
Doesn't?
Why don't you use any of that money to fix your teeth? Seriously, you're on every day. You make us look at your teeth. Don't you ever think about the people who have to watch you in HD?
Not really.
But seriously, why wouldn't you fix your teeth?
Because it's
have money.
Because I don't. It's an inconvenience.
But it's fuel for the rest of us. What do you mean an inconvenience?
Why, you're making money off of my teeth?
Yes.
Okay, then you win. Then you finally won. You and Melton finally won.
You're winning. You're winning. I only made like $40 today, but it was all because of your teeth.
Yeah, and I already beat you. I think I got to check the flimsy board.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
First of all, there's nothing there. I thought I was listening to you while I was doing my show. I wasn't even sniping. I was just listening, just sitting here listening, and they didn't know I was listening. People that were watching my show, and I was like, "What are they listening to?" Because I wanted to hear.
Half the audience that's watching my show.
I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear it before I played on my show, and I was like, I thought my wife was going to go on and on. I was sitting right there. There's no story there.
She said she was an escort. She was in an escort situation. It was out of her mouth. Escort.
I think she went to. I think a guy had an extra ticket for a play.
You think, but she said escort. It was an escort situation. What woman says I was in an escort situation?
They're an
escort.
I didn't hear her say that, but the point is,
oh, you monster! Go back, then.
She was sitting with a friend. I guess this guy had an extra ticket to Hamilton. I didn't want to go to Hamilton, so she went. We were separated. I remember she came home. She was all like sexually aroused when she got back because I was staying with the kids. And then you know, she was drunk and she was all excited from seeing Hamilton, so she wanted to have crazy sex with me. So is Is that what is that what an escort would do?
You were in cleanup control.
Yeah, whatever.
You had to do cleanup.
A lot of
You were bad at
crazy
cleanup.
shit happened while we were separated for that year.
Disgusting. All right, well, that's fantastic. All right, I'm out of stuff.
Are you gonna snipe me now?
Yes. Yes, JT, get on it. Wait, is there anything you want to say to JT while you have him on the phone?
Yeah, why is he so sick?
What do you mean? He's not sick.
My sources are telling me that he really likes kids.
No, he doesn't like kids. He likes fat chicks.
Yeah, fat chicks.
No, but my sources, I have sources similar to you. They just tell me stuff. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. What?
You were the one who told stories about how you dated some girls who was like 16 or 17 while you were like in your 20s or something.
Well, no, I was like 38.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I've never broken a law regarding any statutory limitations.
I don't know. Maybe she was 19 then, but she was very young.
No, I met a girl one time and she was like 18, and then she was going to NYU freshman year, and I think I told her I was 32, and then she found out I was 36, so she got mad that I lied to her. But when you're in Greenwich Village, everyone's like the same age. Everybody's there. It's like, no, it's like I dated a waitress. I dated a waitress.
36 and you're trying to pick up an 18?
No, she was trying to pick me up. She saw me do stand up at the Comedy Cellar, so she was all chatty with me.
Tell it to Eso. That was the same story Eso had. Tell it to the chat.
And then I dated a waitress at the Comedy Cellar. She was
coming on to me.
She was bisexual, and
I knew it. I knew there was a story where you talked about a much younger chick and you were older.
no, I dated her for I dated her for 6 or 7 years. She was like 19 when we met, and I was 37.
Oh, Jesus.
I know it's sick. I should date
Disgusting.
someone 10 years older than me or 15 years older than me, like your buddy Club-Footed Carl. That's the normal. That's the normal way to do. Date somebody 10 years your senior. You fucking losers. You fucking losers. Hey, it's normal. Even Dr. Steve said it was okay to date somebody older than you. Dr. Steve said they're in love. Dr. Steve said Clubfoot Carl and his mom wife are in love, so it's okay. Dr. Steve gave his blessing, just like he gave Melton a fucking doctor's note to lie to the court. I hope they play this in court someday. She was sitting with a friend. I guess this guy had an extra ticket to. Her friend is hot too, so I know her friend. I'm not gonna say her name and dox her, but her friend was hot. And the guy, I guess, again, we were separated. I was here. I was with the kids because she was. I forget exactly what happened. I think she texted me, "I'm going to Hamilton," and then I was like, "What?" Because she was just out with her friend or whatever, and I was staying with the kids. And then she's like, "I'm going to Hamilton." I'm like, "Whatever, as long as I don't have to go." That's the moral of the story. I didn't want to have to go to Hamilton because I'm racist like Kumia. I'm saying the reason I don't really care about any of the separation stuff is because, like I told my wife is like, the separation made my podcast career. Let me just tell it quickly. Because the first time I did Jim and Sam, or Opie and Jim, my wife didn't know anything about it. So I didn't live with her. I could say anything I wanted. If I try to do Opie and Jimmy when we were still together, she'd been like, "Where are you going?" She would have listened. So I could say whatever I wanted because she didn't know I was on. And the first Opie and Jim appearance basically made the whole thing. It started the whole thing. Like rolling a boulder down a hill. It started the whole thing. It all started with that episode. And the reason I could say whatever the fuck I wanted was because we were separated. So the whole Hamilton thing at this point, I mean, I could care less. I could care less.
All right, well, that's fantastic.
I mean, that's a fact. And that's why I'm always like indebted to Opie, because like Opie's show was big enough at the time Like my phone literally blew up after my first appearance, and that's when I shit on Neil. And but after that first appearance, literally my phone was like was when me and Florentine were waiting for the elevators to go down from Sirius Satellite Radio, my phone was like literally like it was like holding an electric bolt. It just my phone had never been that active, like literally constantly, because people were tweeting it, and I was like, wow, this is fucking great. I got to do this more often. That's seriously what I thought. And that's why I would try to get on Opie a lot. And then Opie would be like, yeah, calm down. And I kind of was like annoyed that he would always tell me to calm down. But us being separated made this whole thing possible. There's no way I would have had the freedom, you know, because again, if I'm sleeping here with my wife, and then I'm like, yeah, I got to wake up at 5 or 6 to go do radio. And I did have to get up early. I would get up at like, you know, my wife was right. I mean, I wasn't dead across the street, but I was, you know, one or 2 streets up. So, but I still had to wake up early. So she's like, where are you going? Then she would listen. I would have to be careful what I said. So I didn't have to be careful what I said because I was separated. What's she going to do? What's she going to do? We already separated. What's she going to do? File for divorce? And then and then the second time I was on OP, that time when I was at Atlantic City outside of 7-Eleven, I told that story while Opie and Jim were waiting for Kevin Hart, who never showed. So I was just, you know, I was just trying to keep the ball in the air. And so she heard that story. She got mad about that. So that's a fact. That's a fact. So getting separated was the best thing that ever happened to us.
I sources similar to you. They just tell me stuff.
Wait a minute. Weren't you the one who talked about how you were the one who used to tell stories about how you dated a young girl when you were in your 20s?
I was 30 when I met Jane. I was 30. It was 1998. So I was 37 and she was, I think, 20. It was all legal. And again, she worked at the Comedy Cellar. I worked at the Comedy Cellar. That's what happened at the Comedy Cellar back then. Nobody was asking for ID. Once she worked there, you had to be a certain age to work there. That's a fact. So basically, all the waitresses were vetted there. Unless she was a waitress. Not a waitress, a hostess. If she was a hostess, you could be any age to be a hostess. So I never really talked to the hostess. But the waitresses all had to be a certain age to serve alcohol. And that's a fact, Jack. So they're all vetted by Manny and Esty.
You were the one who told stories about how you dated some girl. She was like 16 or 17 while you were like in your 20s.
And then the other story, I did a show at the Comedy Cellar. She was going to NYU. She was going to be a freshman at NYU. And then she was talking to me, and then nothing happened. We never had sex or anything, but she was like all friendly. And then I was like, yeah, I'm 32 or whatever. I was 36. I said, I'm 32. And then she got mad. I guess I finally just told her, I was like, yeah, I'm not, I didn't even care. I didn't even like her. So I'm like, yeah, I'm 30, whatever. I'm 36. And she's like, you lied. I'm like, if you're 18, what's the difference between 32 and 36? It's still not, again, I didn't even like her. I did like Jane. We got married for a while.
Dude.
Okay, I can't. I get dizzy with that kind of shit where he's watching me and I'm watching him, and then I'm double watching him. Again, the teeth thing, they just got bad over the last couple months because I stopped drinking as much soda because it's the winter time, and it was the carbonation was ruining my teeth, so I was drinking more tea. But, you know, I got to go to the dentist. But I know what they're going to say. They're going to be like, hey, man, what about the root canal? I'll be like, yeah, what about it? You're the only one who likes Felicia. She stinks. She's beautiful and she's great on my show. Other than that, she does stink.